What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be sharing my first impressions and review on Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 5. I am so excited to share my thoughts on this episode. Episode was awesome. I don't even need to tell you why, but I am. Here's my review. Okay. So first we need to talk about the flashbacks in this episode. We finally get some Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor finally on screen together. It took this long, but finally, man, and they're in episode 2 appearances, which isn't what people were expecting, but it's pretty cool. And they look so much like they did in Attack of the Clones. And I feel like maybe they use CGI or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, but they probably just did a lot of makeup and stuff because, I mean, they kind of do sound different. I mean, no, Ewan McGregor doesn't really sound different. We think like Hayden Christensen does something a little bit deeper than does in episode 2, but it's fine. So I don't think they edited the voices really because they sound the same as they do in the show. And I've heard Hayden Christensen's voice in an interview and stuff. But this is so cool, and the fight that they have kind of portrays what's happening in the episode, like when Obi-Wan outsmarts Vader in the you know in the timeline. What am I supposed to say? In our timeline, and he kind of outsmarts Anakin, and whenever this takes place, I don't know, probably somewhere around episode 2, maybe just right after episode 2, something like that. And it is so cool. Usually after the flashbacks, they cut back then to Vader, which is always cool. We're seeing more and more of Vader. It's just so awesome, and I love seeing him. Okay, so Vader sends down the Empire to snuff out Obi-Wan off this little base, and all the rebels as well. And this is so cool. Look at all these troopers. Obi-Wan decides to put Leia in the vents. No, no concern for Leia's safety. I wish everyone maybe considered it before he put Leia in the vents, but that's alright, that's alright. And Leia's able to fix this kind of stuff because she's a Skywalker, whatever. You know, Anakin was able to build a droid all by himself, so whatever, we'll go with it, we'll go with it. Maybe Leia learned this kind of stuff back in Alderaan. You know, it's not impossible, okay? It's fine, I don't really give a crap. And this is rebellion technology, so maybe Bail Organa was like familiar with this kind of stuff, so maybe he taught Leia some of this sort of stuff because he wanted Leia to become part of the rebellion, and maybe do some of the rough work if she really has to. Also later on, I think like the Luna or little droid kind of like it turns red and it tries to attack Leia, and Leia just powers it off immediately. So great tension, Obi-Wan. But whatever, Bail Organa leaves a message saying that he's pretty worried, and Obi-Wan does not delete it, which proves to be pretty stupid later on. Just delete the message, Obi-Wan, please. Why would you leave it there? Like that, come on, man. That really fucks you in the ass later on. The scene with Tala, is that already? I don't know, man. But it was actually pretty cool. She went through some stuff, so she kind of knows what Obi-Wan's going through. They've both through some pretty bad stuff, and they still kind of have PTSD over what's happened. And she says like we have to fight to make it better. And, yeah, let's go, woohoo! I thought it was so cool. I thought I actually kind of fell for this character, and it's kind of sad what happens in another few minutes, man. In episode 3 and 4, I didn't really know who this character really was, to be honest. She was just a person, kind of forgettable, probably one of the weaker sides of the show. But really, this episode, I feel like I have a connection with this character. Good job, Disney. Okay, and now we're going to get into the really, really, really juicy stuff. I don't know about juicy. Was that with the good stuff in this episode? So Obi-Wan and Reva kind of talk. Even that when it's on the other side of the door from each other, and we get Reva's backstory. She was one of the younglings that was shown at the beginning of Obi-Wan episode 1. So that was cool. I think people are saying that the Reva actress isn't very good, but I like Reva's actress. I think she does a good job at portraying this character. Okay, I'm just saying, and it was so cool, and I think Reva's backstory is so cool, man. I'm really liking what they're doing with the Inquisitors. I like what they did with Trilla and Jedi Fallen Order, and with Reva here. What I forgot her name. Yeah, and it's revealed later on that Vader has been basically using Reva this whole time, and yeah, basically, Vader, Anakin knew that Reva was dead the whole time, so it's kind of depressing, kind of sad for Reva, like honestly, really sad. Again, I feel like I have a connection with Reva. This episode's great at that. Connection. Whatever. So Reva gets angry, and the stormtroopers come in, and that's a lot of stormtroopers, bro. And Tralla or Tala, whatever the fuck her name is, she dies, and it's pretty sad. Yeah, she goes out with the grenades that she had her thermal detonator. It's sad. Blah, blah, no, no. It is sad. Some people are probably hoping for her to continue on, or story to continue on. And I actually had a connection with this character, and then Disney just killed her off. Come on, Disney. Whatever. So Obi-Wan and Reva come up face to face, and Reva actually agrees to go down and go and kill Vader. This is development for Reva. This is actually insane. They're actually plotting something. This is gonna go so well, right, Reva? So Reva goes up behind Vader. Oh my god! After actually he tries to pull down the rebel ship, but they actually kind of outsmarted Vader. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know where they were hiding that ship behind the decoy ship. Yeah, I mean they have two ships. Whatever. It's fine. They outsmarted Vader. It was kind of cool, and it overlapped with Obi-Wan and Anakin dueling in Coruscant. It was kind of cool. But what was Reva even thinking? Like Vader obviously know and see it coming. Okay, it started with Bloody Vader. He knew it was coming, man. Vader's an absolute boss in this show, man. I love him so much. This is the best we've seen Vader in years. He's awesome, man. He's so much better than even Jedi Fallen Order. He was great in that. Better than Jedi Fallen Order, better than Rogue One. He's an absolute boss, man. He's able to take out Reva without the bloody lightsaber. He gives himself a lightsaber and then gives Reva back the other half of the lightsaber, and like he just absolutely outclasses her. He's so powerful. I love after that, like kind of overlapping with Anakin going over to Reva in Coruscant, and Vader going over to Reva here. That was really cool, and Vader stabs Reva. Now she does survive. I know people might be a bit angry about that, but I know exactly how she survives, and you should too. Maul survived getting cut in half, and Vader survived getting burned alive. They both survived because of their extreme anger. Okay, if you hold enough anger in your body, you can survive nearly anything. Okay, Maul survived getting his whole legs and a bunch of stuff over that cut off, and yeah, if there was a Jedi, if that happened to a Jedi, they would definitely die. But Reva has so much anger in her. She hates Vader so much that yeah, she survived, and this is why she wanted to become the Grand Inquisitor all this time. And actually, she did become the Grand Inquisitor earlier in this episode. And she got a badge. Why did she get a badge? I don't really care. This is why she wanted to become a Grand Inquisitor all this time, to get closer to Vader. That was actually pretty cool. So yeah, her anger keeps her alive. The excuse for Vader and Maul surviving. And the actual Grand Inquisitor is alive! Oh man, of course he's alive. Man, he was an absolute boss, just coming in wrecking the show. I think the Grand Inquisitor that we saw was probably like a decoy, probably not even him. Maybe some sort of maybe droid portraying his appearance, because basically the Grand Inquisitor didn't even do anything. Basically, when Reva tried to stab him, he just kind of let her. So yeah, basically they've been using Reva this whole time, and yeah, they're just going to get rid of her now. This is a whole big plan. This is so cool. But we all knew that he was going to be alive. We all knew. We saw him in Star Wars Rebels. And even if he wasn't in Star Wars Rebels, I feel like we'd all know he'd be still alive anyway. Because there's no way they would advertise that big of a character and just get rid of him that quick. Never mind, they did that with Snoke. What am I talking about? They would do that. Okay, never mind. Oh wow, that's actually kind of what we would expect. It would be Snoke Part 2. Oh, come on, Disney. What the hell, man? I was expecting better from you. You have to bring up the sequel trilogy into my brain, bro. whatever. This return was great. But yeah, Reva finds out that Vera got kids. She's had the hologram message. Good job, Obi-Wan. We'll see Luke at the end of the episode. That's great. Let's see him. Let's see him. But yeah, Reva's coming for Tatooine. So yeah, that was an awesome episode. I actually just want to take a few minutes to talk about what I think is going to happen in the next episode, because I don't want to talk about that and share my opinions, my prediction on what's going to happen. So you see Tatooine at the end of the episode, which means that we're going to be going back there for the next one, presumably. So yeah, and Reva's probably going to want to kill Luke to get revenge on Vader, and maybe even Kenobi, because, she suggested that Reva go and try to kill Vader because he wouldn't be expecting that. So she wants revenge on both Vader and Kenobi. So killing Luke would be the best way to do that. I don't know. I don't see why not. Okay, she's obviously very full with anger. Okay, that's why she's still alive after getting stabbed. Is because of her hatred. It's the same way that Vader and Maul both survived, and kind of weird how they both have links to Kenobi as well. They both hate Kenobi. Everyone hates Kenobi. So yeah, Reva's probably going to go back to Tatooine. Maybe Owen might call Obi-Wan for help, maybe, or someone will. So Obi-Wan's going to have to go back there. Maybe Luke and Leia might meet. I don't know if that's going to happen, but basically the finale is going to bring them back to Tatooine. Maybe, and I don't know, maybe Vader will go to Tatooine. I don't know though. It might ruin a few things. I don't know, but it's definitely definitely gonna go to Tatooine in some part of episode 6, the finale. Hopefully, it's gonna be an hour or maybe even longer. So we need a really long episode right now. I cannot believe this. I cannot wait for the next episode, guys. Please do hit that subscribe button. I know I'm not uploading that much on Alfie's channel right now. It kind of feels like I'm doing weekly uploads here. I want to do more. I want to do more than just the stuff I'm doing right now. Is just what was it? The Obi-Wan review and the Young Sheldon season 1 episode, season 1 retrospective throughout the last few weeks. Whatever. This Friday, there'll be a Big Bang Theory season 4 retrospective. I'm hoping, and then the next week we'll go back to whatever Daniel directed. Attack of the Clones. There'll be part 5 coming out for that. And guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.